Hey family, welcome back. Today I want us to dig a little bit deeper. We're gonna talk about forgiveness. What comes to your mind when you hear the word forgiveness? Forgiveness. What comes to your mind? Like, you gotta forgive somebody. What comes to your mind? Because for me, what used to come to my mind, it was doing somebody a favor. When I have to forgive somebody, I used to see it as okay, I want to do that person a favor, I'm doing that person a favor. But right now, what comes to my mind is liberation. It's freeing myself, it's releasing myself, because there's nothing that is more heavy than holding somebody in your heart, somebody holding a grudge on somebody. That's so heavy. So yeah, I want us to talk about forgiveness and redefining or defining what really forgiveness is about. I used to hear it a lot that okay, when you're forgiving when you're forgiving somebody, it's not about them, it's about you. Well, I find that to be quite right. When you are forgiving somebody, it's about you because there's such freedom that comes with it, there's peace that comes with it, there's inner joy that comes with it. And to forgive somebody, it does not mean that you're forgiving them and they need to be in the same space with you. You can forgive someone and still love them from a distance. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. What is not cool is just hold a grudge because you're actually holding yourself. You don't you when you're holding a grudge, so when you're holding a grudge against somebody, you're actually holding yourself, because you're not free, you don't have peace, you don't have the inner joy. But when you release someone, you're releasing and you're freeing yourself. It took me 20 something years of my life to really begin to receive it as I'm not actually doing somebody a favor, I'm actually releasing myself, freeing myself, and I'm actually doing me a favor. Because sometimes we always blame ourselves and think, oh my god, why did I allow that person to do this to me? What did I do wrong? Why didn't I see it? How could I have just, how can I just accept that to happen? And we blame ourselves so much that it begins to eat us up, thinking we are to be blamed. Okay, we were wrong to not see that happen, we were wrong to allow that person in our lives. I'm sorry guys, we were wrong we begin to see it as I was wrong to allow that happen, I was wrong to not see it, I was wrong for allowing that person in my space, blah 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 blah. The truth is, no, you were not wrong. Like, give yourself some grace. You were not wrong to allow such a person in your space, to allow, like, to be open. You were not wrong, and don't blame yourself from being open. From now on, just see it as okay, I allowed this person in my space. That shouldn't change how you move. You can just begin to be more aware of okay, this is how people are, but that shouldn't change the way you move, the way you love, the way you allow people in your space. It can just mean okay, for that person, I'm gonna love them from far, but I'm gonna forgive them. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, we are not perfect. Ain't nobody is perfect. I myself, I've hurt other people, I've been hurt, and I've hurt other people. You also have hurt other people. Nobody is perfect. And when you begin to see it as okay, I'm forgiving them because I'm doing myself in favor, I'm freeing myself, and also because I've also had other people and I would love to be forgiven, then when you begin to see it as something that is important to do, you know. But when you see it as okay, I'm doing that person a favor, now you begin to see yourself as a better one. And ain't nobody is better. Okay, we are all living in this world trying to better ourselves. Not that we are perfect, we are not perfect, ain't nobody is perfect. Okay, we all hurt other people. Sometimes you can hurt a person without even realizing you hurt them. Sometimes there are people that you've hurt their feelings without even realizing. So when you're forgiving them, also see it as a chance for someone, as a chance of okay, I am allowing myself to forgive this person because I will also love to be forgiven. The word did say it better. Forgive us our sins as we forgive those who trespass against us. So we do it, and it's also done for us. We forgive, we are also forgiven. And I know sometimes it's just not easy. Actually, it's not easy because maybe the person has hurt you to the core. They did something against you, they did something on you. Myself, it took God to really help me come to this point of allowing myself to forgive. It took God. So I do understand when it's very, very hard to forgive. But honestly speaking, thinking about it now, the person that I was when I was busy holding a grudge against a specific person, and now that I've released them and I've released myself, I've freed myself, I feel very lighter. I feel so much joy in myself. I feel very much peace. So yeah, forgiveness is so much for you. Yeah, and also it's also for that other person also. You are releasing them. You are allowing them to learn. So yeah, for I just wanted us to have to just dig in a bit on forgiveness, what forgiveness is and what is about. And it's really important to allow yourself to forgive. And another thing that I feel like so many of us we struggle with is forgiving ourselves. So many of us sometimes we struggle with forgiving ourselves, and it's okay. Give yourself grace. You made a mistake, it's okay. Did you learn from the mistake? Yes. Great. You did something wrong, it's okay. We all in this world learning and trying to better ourselves and changing, and with the mistakes that you've made, give yourself grace and learn that never to do this again. This is not right, this is not good, don't do this again. Forgive yourself. So many of us we struggle with forgiving ourselves, and that is not a good thing. Because when you're struggling with forgiving yourself, you're going to struggle with forgiving somebody else. But when you find it so easy to forgive yourself, it's also going to be so easy, or it's not going to be so hard for you to see yourself forgiving somebody else. So yeah, I love you guys, and mwah.